Welcome to my channel Boomsby Beauty. My name is Juliana. If you are new here, you are welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing with the two new palettes from BH Cosmetics. So it's the Passion in Paris and Party in Puerto Rico. And I actually used both of these palettes in this look today, and that's what we're going to be playing with. I'll be swatching the palette at the end of the demo of the look. Everything I'm wearing on my face and my eyes will be listed in the description section. Now let's get into the demo of this look. Passion in Paris is like a dark palette really. It's mainly your purple tones, red and burgundy, the burgundy shades down here. Absolutely beautiful. I have used this blue and this blue in a look, and I used a mixture of that and that as my inner corner highlight. Oh, absolutely beautiful. So this is Passion in Paris palette. Oof, and the Puerto Rico palette. Oh gosh, look at that. That is just me in a palette. Absolutely beautiful. It's a mixture of your pink, you know, like this warm pink shade, and you know the majority of the shades in here are orange, and this pop of green. Oh, absolutely beautiful. I don't know which one I want to use today. I feel like this is going to be the more popular palette, but I really want to use the orange. I don't know what to do. Okay, I think I'm going to use both. I'm going to use this on my upper lid, then I'll use this on my lower lid in one form or the other. I don't know, but I'm going to try and mix both. So we're going to get on with the eye now, and then I will do some swatches after I finish with the look. Okay, going in with the shade Colourpop on my crease. Okay, I'm going to swap my brush. I don't like the texture of this brush. I've swapped to a Glamlite brush, and I'm just putting this on my crease. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm just going to kind of like trust the process and just put some shades on my eyes basically. This orange is the lightest one in the palette. And like I said, it's called Colourpop. You're now going with the darker orange. I'm not sure there's much of a difference. Okay, there's a little bit of a difference. I don't know if you can see in the shade. The first one I use is more like your orange, and this one is like a red orange. And I'm pulling that right across my eyes to give me the usual cat eye effect. I'm also putting it all over my lid. Oh, this shade is absolutely beautiful. I love that. Wow. I almost want to stay true to this orange and not mix it with the other palette, but no, I'm gonna mix the other palette in. Okay, going back into the first orange I used, I'm just gonna bring back the color, and I'm going to be taking this just slightly on my crease towards my brow bone, because I want the lighter orange to be showing right on top, just on top of that reddish orange. Just like that. And then going back into the darker orange, I'm just gonna kind of build it all on my crease. So it's like merging that lighter orange with the darker orange right in my crease, blowing out the look. Alright, from the Passion in Paris palette, I'm gonna use this blue for my lower lid. For my inner corner on my lower lid, I'm going to go with that blue. Just gently placing it right there to avoid any fallout. I mean, so far so good, there's been no fallout, but I'm not taking any chances. I can't imagine trying to brush off blue from my face And then going back to intensify the darker blue I put on the outer edge. Just pulling it slightly to give it some kind of cohesion. You know, I don't want the blue to just kind of like stand on its own. So I'm kind of using that to darken my outer edge, just to kind of blend that blue in. Taking it slightly on my lid, but on the lash line. Now going into like a dome-like brush, and I'm just going to blend this blue on my outer edge. Not too much because I still want to keep the orange. Now going back into the first orange I used, I'm just going to lay that down all over the blue. Because as much as I want that blue to kind of like fitting into the orange, I don't want it to overtake the orange. So you can still see the blue just underneath the orange, but yeah. It's like I use the blue to kind of darken the edge, yeah. And I'm going to leave it like that. I don't want the blue to overshadow the orange. Alright, when I was doing this high to try and meet up with this, I kind of changed my mind. I like the way that blue was going, so I'm going to do exactly the same here. I'm going to bring it just like an oval shape on my high. And I'm just using it like a cut crease. So I'm literally just laying it down to cut my crease. So it's going to cover my entire high, but like in an oval shape. I'm not blending, I'm just patting, because I'm sure if I try and mix orange and blue, it's going to go all muddy. I'm trying to be very careful around this corner because I don't want it to go all over the place, and I also don't want it to have like a blended effect. I really want to be like I drew that blue on. Now going into a more steady brush, I'm now going to build the intensity of that blue on my lid. So literally stamping the blue. I couldn't use this at first because it would go all over the place, so I had to use a smaller brush. But this will now give me intensity. It's just going to pack on the color like I want. I'm using the orange to tidy up the blue on my lower lid. Okay, it's time for shimmer. Okay, going in with BH Cosmetics Base Booster, which is also a glitter glue. I'm just going to put that all over where the blue is. Well, mostly really. Now I'm going into this blue shimmer and I'm going to put that all over my main lid. And I spray the shade to avoid fallout. I'm avoiding my inner corner. I'm avoiding right there because I want to put a lighter blue there. But for now, I'm just putting this on my main lid and taking it towards my outer corner, towards my outer V. I'm also being very careful at my cut crease, well, my fake cut crease. So I'm literally further using it to kind of cut my crease again. Now using my finger, I'm also going to press it down because when I don't use my fingers, my shimmer sometimes crease. So pressing down is going to make sure that it's sealed all over my lid and it's not going to move. And now going into this shade, this light purple, I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And I'm putting that right here. So merging it with the blue. And Now finally going into that white, I'm just going to use that to further brighten my inner corner. I'm also going to take a touch of this blue. I'm going to put that right on my lower lid right here, just to give it some sort of two-toned or whatever tone effect you want to say. I just want a little bit of blue. I don't want all of my lid to be that dark blue. So can you see? I'm blending it together with the inner corner. Alright, now going back into that blue, I'm blending the shimmer into the mattes. And that's going to be my finishing touch to this look. Alright, that's it. I think that's as far as I want to go with the shimmer and the matte. So I'm just going to apply my liners and my lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and I finished my look with 2 pencils. I used Colourpop's Prance in my waterline, and I used Glamshop's pencil to tightline my lower lid. And these are what both pencil looks like. So that to tightline, and this in my waterline. I also used Glamlite liquid liner, as well as Permagrass Darkstar mascara. The only thing I did today, I didn't do like a big wing. I just did my little wing just to end. I just wanted something for my lashes. I didn't really want a wing to spoil the look, and I'm gonna bring you closer so you can see. And this is the finished look. I mean, I could have blown out that blue, but I really didn't want to. I wanted the orange to still be showing on my lid. So I literally wanted the blue to be like a graphic kind of V look without actually blending in my crease and blending it into the orange. I didn't want any of that. I really just wanted it on my lid. And that's it. So that is the finished look. My lashes are from Glamshop, by the way. Alright, as promised, we're going to do a quick swatch of these shades. Top row. That's what that looks like. Look at that. That was a surprise. Next row. The third row. Beautiful. And finally, the last row. So these are all the swatches of the Party in Puerto Rico palette. That's what they look like. So that's the way I swatched it. So first row, second row, third row, and then the last row. Alright, now let's swatch the Passion in Paris palette. Alright, once again, this is the Passion in Paris palette, and I'm just going to swatch again like I did the other one, row by row. First row. Wow. Wow, BH Cosmetics, they are just BH Cosmetics are just out of this world. They are fantastic. Second row. Well, we already saw that in action anyway. That's what's all over my lid. Oh, beautiful. Third row. Wow, just, I'm lost for words. Gorgeous. And then the final row. Just gonna swatch that right there. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. So that is the Passion in Paris palette swatched, and this is what the palette looks like. Absolutely beautiful, honestly. This is the second time I'll be using this palette actually this week. Oh, gorgeous. Alright, my thoughts on this palette, they are absolutely beautiful. I mean, you saw me use this blue shade. Blue shades are usually a nightmare to use. And I also used it when I'd already laid orange on my lid because I changed my mind. Normally, such blue, you have to use it directly on the primer for it to kind of stay on. So for this to actually stay on top of the orange, that's just testament to the qualities of this shadow. That's the one thing about BH Cosmetics. Their palettes are, they perform more than the palettes are worth. They're absolutely beautiful. I can definitely say the shades that I used, they were absolutely beautiful and they performed well. And also during the week I already used them, this bottom row, so I know how that performs. So the Passion in Paris palette is definitely a yes from me. And it might seem similar to their Blueberry palette, but it's still very, very distinct. They are so different in my... When you look at it from the face, at face value, it kind of looks as if they are similar, but they are not. Alright, moving on to the Party in Puerto Rico palette. I used, well, 2 shades today. I used this orange and this darker orange. But you saw the swatches, absolutely beautiful. This is what all I wanted to use today, but I just couldn't resist the blue. So I'm gonna try and do another look with this one. As much as I love orange, this one is definitely number 1 over this, and the reason is the shades are just mysterious. What they just put together, blue, lilac, different types of blue actually, white, and the 2 burgundy. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I think it's genius really the way they put this color together. And as much as I love orange, I don't know, I just wish they could have like put some other color, like some sort of a color that we will not be expecting in the palette, because you can kind of like see this together. It's predictable. Yeah, oranges, a little bit of red, a pop of yellow. It's quite predictable. Unlike this other one, I think they kept this one mysterious, and that's why I prefer this over this one. As much as I love orange, I prefer the Passion in Paris over Party in Puerto Rico. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed the demo of the 2 palettes. If you have, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll say bye.